So not long after getting back from the US, I attended an event held by Nintendo called the Friends of Nintendo event for Friendship Day, and it was amazing. And I wanted to kind of make a video talking about the game that kind of got me there, as well as the game that I played a lot there that led to me winning a bunch of prizes and making me question as to whether perhaps I might end up becoming a speedrunner. So this is Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, and I've been playing this, so big thank you to Nintendo for sending a code out for me. But that's not how I came across this little guy here, as well as a bunch of other prizes. So let me take you through the game and the day I spent playing this and what it resulted in. So what NES Edition Championship is a collection of pieces from various NES titles. So we're talking back in my day of gaming as a child here, and you're expected to speed run each and every section of these games in increasing difficulty to try and set your own speed record. So as you can see here, for example, you can do level 1-1 for Super Mario Bros, and you've got to try and get to the goalpost as quickly as you can. And this features games like Mario 1, 2 and 3, as well as the Lost Levels, Zelda, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Excitebike, Ice Climbers, and even more than just those. Not only that, but you have a party mode available, which has you competing with up to 7 other people on the same Switch console if you want to, for the highest score and the quickest times, and that's pretty much what I was doing at the event. So as you can see here, I've been playing this game a fair amount, obviously with the limited time I've had since I've come back from America, but you can get like up to S ranks where you're getting really good times on these various games. But you also have the ability to compete in different divisions against other online players as well, which is very, very cool. So you have little tournaments depending on how you want to compete, as well as having world rankings where you can go against various other people in the world to try and get the highest score, and these tournaments kind of cycle in and out over the course of time. So there's a lot of competition in these games, considering that they're only single player titles. You can also unlock a collection of player icons and pins through coins, which you earn from playing the games, but you also have to unlock the games themselves using these coins. But I'm looking forward to getting a big old collection of these pins and these sort of various icons as well, because they're all iconography from my age of video game history. Truth be told, I actually really love these little bite-sized chunks of various NES games, and the fact that it's called NES Edition makes me wonder if they're perhaps going to make an SNES Edition or something later down the line than that. Because I think that for what this game is, it's actually very successful at what it wants to do. Speedrunning is a very, very daunting thing for a lot of people, and I have dabbled in speedrunning before. I did Final Fantasy X, which is like a 4-hour run, and that was intimidating to say the least. So to have speedrunning broken down to these little chunks that you can compete against other people worldwide with just these little pieces that you can kind of form in, like, into this amorphous blob where you understand the games that they come from better just by learning these techniques, and the later stages kind of have you put all of those bits together to make bigger speedrunning sections. So I actually really was quite surprised at how much I really enjoyed this game, and I showed it to friends over the weekend and they were like, oh, what's this? And they were kind of checking it out. We ended up playing on the party mode and having a really good time with it. So just before I left for the event on Tuesday, I actually took part in one of the World Championship events in the game as well. And it's quite cute in that it teaches you little bits of history about each game that you're playing. So Metroid, while playing your speed run in the background, teaching you like when it was released, like how like close you are in age to it. So like I was born in 88, so games like Metroid and Super Mario were brought out before I was born, but certain other games in this list weren't. So that was really exciting, and I thought I did pretty well in these challenges, but I kind of just like didn't really pay that much attention to my score, and I did okay, like top 47% for Kid Icarus here, which is pretty cute. But now I want more, especially after doing the event on Tuesday and realizing, oh, maybe I'm quite good at this. So if you're a nostalgia fiend like me, I would highly recommend World Championship NES Edition. I really have had a lot of fun with this, and I think that if you're certainly in a group of people that's of an age bracket like mine and have played these games when they first came out and have kind of experienced their growth since those days, definitely encourage you to check this game out. It might even naturally turn you into a speedrunner like it did me. It's all available on the Nintendo eShop if you wanted to get it for yourself. So allow me to tell you exactly what this event was on Tuesday. So I was invited by Nintendo very kindly to join a bunch of my friends who are also influencers and content creators to go to Friendship Day, which was a celebration of just the people that are associated with Nintendo, Nintendo's games, NES Edition, Mario Kart, Splatoon, all sorts of things. And we were all just went up to Canary Wharf or near Canary Wharf and had this really fun time just having drinks and food and just relaxing together. But there were also events held during this day that I did not expect to do quite as well at them as I did. So the first thing I did was there was a tournament for NES Edition World Championship. So I took part in that and I played against some of my friends, and I had, luckily, I'd played the game a fair bit already because I'd played it on my own time and I enjoyed it. And again, these are games from my childhood, so I know my way around Mario World 1-1, etc. And I ended up winning, and I got a NES medal, and the fact that it has Nintendo World Championships written on it, things like that, the nostalgia is real. Does anyone remember the 80s when these used to be a thing? Well, I have one now. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't have one. I have two, which is kind of wild. And these, despite all of the other prizes and gifts I got over the course of the day, these are going to stick out to me as special. This is the kind of thing that you don't let go of. So the second medal I actually acquired later on in the day, but having won the first one, I got the physical version of World Championship NES Edition. And then there was also a challenge that was a speed leaderboard that was put up where somebody had to get the fastest time for completing Mario World 1-1. And I got the fastest time because I knew this like the back of my hand, and I got apparently very close to the world record. So I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, and I'll post my time up on the screen. I haven't looked, but at the end of the day, I won. And I was not expecting what I got for doing so, because this thing, trying to get this home from Canary Wharf was a challenge. Let me tell you, it was a challenge, but I couldn't believe that I got something this big for doing something like that, and that was wild. So we're gonna have to make a content day or a stream or something to do with building this Lego NES, because it's wild. So again, as the day went on, and I got to meet Isabelle and Tom Nook and Mario and Luigi, and they were adorable, though Isabelle was working the room, let me tell you that. There was also a quiz. Now, I know my way around Nintendo products, so I'm not sure if you're aware of this as well, because I posted this over on my TikTok and things like that, but I actually went to a previous Nintendo event with TikTok and they had a quiz there, and I won that, and I won a OLED Splatoon Switch for it. So got to the end of this, and I could feel this concentric circle kind of gathering around me as people, as they said, that we needed to be in teams for it. And it was quite adorable. I'm like, oh, I've got a reputation and I quite like this. And I thought, oh, I'm not sure if we're going to win this again. I don't know. So I'm like, oh God, now there's pressure and now I don't know if I'm going to do as well. But my team won again. So we got just a boatload of goodies. We've got a Mario plushie, some super Nintendo glasses, loads of random stuff. I got a pair of Joy-Cons as well, and all sorts of other bits and pieces, Animal Crossing water bottles, loads and loads of stuff. So by this point, you can imagine that I'm sitting there going, oh no, everyone's gonna hate me by the end of this, because I'm kind of sweeping a lot of stuff, and it's not me being arrogant in any way. I did not expect to do as well as I did in these things. I'm just thinking, oh no, I'm getting a reputation, but coming away from it, I kind of love it. So there were other tournaments held as well. There was one for Mario Kart and one for Splatoon, and I didn't enter either of these, but my friends did win them, because I'm not good at Mario Kart or Splatoon, but my friend Biz won Mario Kart, got a trophy for it. My friend Shaz and their team got Splatoon, and Shaz is amazing at Splatoon. I cannot play it for love nor money. But by the end of the day, we then had another tournament, which was a winner of winners tournament, which again came back to NES Edition, which was an interesting one. So then again, unexpectedly, I also won this one, and that's where the second medal came from. And I also got another pair of Joy-Cons, which are pastel pink ones, which I've been dying to get hold of. I really wanted these. And Nintendo actually took like my number and my email address and everything because they wanted to send something else. And I don't actually know what this is yet, but I imagine it's something quite cool if it's like a winner of winners situation. I've no idea what to expect from this, but I will obviously keep you guys posted when I receive anything. But what an amazing day, and obviously taking part in these events was all well and good. I took my sketchbook with me because I wanted to draw, like, while I was there. I wanted people to see what I was doing. I haven't gotten very far into this drawing yet, but I've started drawing Zelda because I wanted to do Princess Zelda for the new Echoes of Wisdom game that's coming out, so I shall finish that off as well. This one's from Hyrule Warriors, and I just had such a good time with my friends, and we were just having drinks, we were sort of trading stories, and I think that it's important that we have events like these because the journey of a content creator can actually be a very lonely one. I know that sounds weird because we are putting ourselves out there publicly for people to see what we're doing all the time, but there's very few people who can understand the journey of a content creator, much like someone else who does it. And to be able to kind of connect with people I already knew, make new friends as well that I hadn't met before. And, you know, I spoke to people who were really big on TikTok, and I don't know anything about TikTok, so I'm trying to learn from them. It was just a really valuable networking and friendship building experience. So when they called it Friendship Day, like, they took it literally, and I was very here for it. So yeah, that was my day out with Nintendo and my time with NES World Championship Edition, and I just had a brilliant time both with the game itself, and I'm actually learning to really want to beat all my scores now in this game and try and get the best scores I can to compete with other people, and who knows, maybe Nintendo's turned me into a speedrunner. But let me know in the comments below what you think of this game. What do you think of the look of it and what I've showed you today? Comment below, and if you're not sure what to comment, just type the word algorithm, because it's very helpful to me as a content creator, and I thank you very much for it. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or you would like to see more of this kind of video. I love to do Nintendo products more on my channels. I adore them. I have grown up with Nintendo. In case my surroundings didn't make that clear, alongside all of my Final Fantasy merch as well, then consider joining up and let's chat more on Discord, over on Twitch, Twitter, anywhere you want to find me. I'm always open to chat about video games, art, anything you want to talk about. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.